I got a plan, man. Two birds with one stone. Test taking an existing app and putting it into Replit. So this app is already hooked up to Vercel, and it's got my live DNS records pointed at that. I wonder if destroy a piece of corporate art and trash a franchise coffee bar. No, seriously. Let's do git checkout main, git pull. And we're going to branch off of main. We're going to do create branch. Wait, no, git. I don't ever do this manually anymore. So it's git branch. I think it's, I don't even know. So we're just gonna ask cursor command to create a new branch. Git checkout B. Okay. And we're gonna call this Replit. And we're gonna git push origin Replit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to go to Replit. Should probably glance at the docs. Import your first repository. Learn how to import your GitHub repositories into Replit and start coding. Follow these simple steps to bring your code from GitHub to Replit. Create Replit. Import from GitHub. And we've already connected to GitHub, so it's real nifty. Nice. Okay. Looking at what's there. Your code was successfully imported. I'm itching to run, but I want to read all this stuff. Which configures your app's behavior. To get started, verify your recommended platform dependencies and commands. If you're still deciding, try asking AI. Modules, yeah. What I would say to Replit, to the Replit agent is, if you're good with it, I'm obviously good with it. I built it like this. I mean, if it insists that I change something, I'm open to discuss. But if you're good with it, I'm good. So we're gonna confirm and close. Oh, before we make any changes, let's check out. Let's go to Git. This is something I didn't figure out last time, and I really wanted to. I want to check out that Replit branch. So let's do git fetch. Oh. Yes. Okay. Does that mean I get to stay on this branch? Nice. Okay. Okay. Let's run and see what it does. How do I get out of here? I want to go back to. Okay. Great. Here's some things that have been bothering me that I know that I'm going to get bogged down in. And I'm learning all this still. I want to go back to, I think it's assistant. I kind of liked it better when this was separate. I don't want to look at files. I want the assistant to be over here. I don't guess it matters. Notice how everything is not quite centered. It's close, but seems okay. Now it's looking at page TSX and layout TSX, and it made some changes. Let's preview code. Preview code changes. This is awesome because it's like when you do a git. Okay. But what does it look like? I don't know, man. It still feels like. No, that is better, isn't it? What about iPhone? Is that an improvement? Let's look at the actual site. Probably can't see this. I'm just gonna hold basically a ruler up. Yeah, that definitely feels like it's a little pulled to the right. Maybe I'm tripping, but it just between the L and the O seems to be lined up with the left edge of the sign up button when it should be this gap. Okay, no, let's inspect the deck. There should be like it's been so long since I did a lot of front end work, but here we go. Yeah, right. So doesn't look like there's any white space. Yeah. Look at this. It's like, hold on, that's not what I wanted. Okay, here's a good example. Blog. This container appears to be. I actually have to stop. I want to take the donate button off. That was cool for a minute, but donate. Oh, yeah. Apply. still feel like that's kind of jacked to the right. But you know what? It actually seems, maybe I'm just being too picky. I really just wanted to test these changes out. One more thing. Let's add a Facebook. It may screw this up. Let's go ahead and commit. So let's sync with the remote. Yep. While we're at it, I'm going to open up a pull request with main. I'm just going to call it Replit. I'm going to always call it Replit. Now this is going to kick off the Vercel deployment, and it's going to run tests and stuff. And once that's done, I'm not going to merge it yet. See, now I can continue development with Replit. I could merge and deploy right now, and it would update this with the changes that we just made in Replit. And I have to point out, I could have been doing all this on my phone. There is nothing that I'm doing here that actually requires me. I know I did a few things on the command line, but I could have typed those in. I could have technically typed those commands in on my phone, like the git checkout replit or whatever, or git fetch. But also there's a git GUI here. I could have probably just learned the UI here and done it that way. Super powerful stuff. I could have been doing all this on my phone. Like if I'm sitting waiting for like a kid's recital to start, I could be like vibing with my Replit agent on all of this. Okay, we already synced. I wanted to do a little bit more with add a Facebook link here. Let's I'm gonna jump over to the code base now. Let's do git checkout Replit. Oh, git pull. Okay, so now I can do on 3000. Check this out. Okay, still there. Didn't we? Yeah, files changed. Yeah, that should be gone. Ah, there we go. Okay. So now. Yep, donate button is gone. So what's really cool here is I can actually work directly with the Replit agent. So I could, for example, where is it? I'm going to say, whoa, what happened here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is dumb. I had multiple repositories open, and we effed up. Let's say testing, typo, commit that, publish it. Now I'm going to go over here to Replit, and I'm going to say to git, and I'm going to say fetch. Sync. So it should update it to look like that. We're not going to do this yet. Let's just reopen preview. I don't think it hot reloaded. Yeah, it did. Okay. Yeah, it didn't hot reload, but whatever. Okay. So there's that. Now we can ask the assistant. We can say, hey, I think someone pushed a typo. Can we... I'm going to say near the bottom. Notice the typo in Cyberwhirl. Yeah, let's apply. And then it should launch a preview. Fixed. Now, oh, that's just so irritating. Why is blog? Everything from blog down is pulled to the right just a little bit. Is there a white space there? Is that maybe what's doing it? There's bodies in there? Okay, so I'm gonna quit freaking out over the alignment here, although it does kind of bother me. Obviously, this is something that I'm gonna have to dig in a little deeper to. A good front-end developer could probably spot this and know exactly what to do about it. One other change that I want to make. Oh, whole reason I wanted to go over here is because I wanted to... Oh, yeah. I wonder if it's going to be able to do this. This is going to be tricky. I actually kind of hate the way this is built. So we have GitHub is an SVG. This one's just an image, the X icon. This one's an SVG for Upwork, I think. X was difficult to do, so I just... See how we have the social links at the bottom? They have a subtle color scheme that fits with the Cyberworld aesthetic. Can you make me a similar link to Facebook? Yep, you got it. Add Facebook social link. And if it'll just give me the generic, yeah, let's preview code changes. What are you gonna do? Is that really gonna work? Dude, if this works, I was so worried about, like, I really wanted to make these changes, but I knew I was gonna be banging at it for a long time. That is awesome. That is fantastic. That is totally acceptable. Nice. It's still jacked to the right. I'm going to go ahead and push these changes. Sync with remote. That is brilliant. And now watch. I can just pull it right down. And now we got Facebook. And now I need to actually add the Facebook company page. Cannibal Corpse. Cannibal Corpse is actually pretty dope. Yeah. Here we go. It's probably stupid to use tokens for this, but I'm just gonna say fantastic. Let's make it link specifically to. This is an outstanding experience. Oh no, that's not right. How did I get the wrong thing? Well, actually, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Watch this. Just cause why not? I love being. I just it's so fun to just bounce back and forth between the two. Let's do get push or sync, right? And now I do get pull. Yeah, why does it take me here? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Going back to Replit. Let's get preview. It must just be because it didn't hot reload. Perfect. Man, this is fantastic. How long have we been going? Who knows? This last session was just 13 minutes, but still, I bet it wasn't an hour total. And plus, I've been like running my mouth a lot too. This is phenomenal. Okay, close out all this. Do we have anything to commit? I don't think we do. Let's refresh. Here's all the changes. I mean, it's not a ton of stuff. I do wish we had got that alignment better. But yeah, I like that we removed that donate button and I like that it added its own. It'll be interesting to understand more over time about the .replit config. This could probably serve as a cheat sheet for local DevOps as these grow in complexity. And then in seconds, it added the social link to Facebook, which is outstanding. Let's merge it, man. These are real changes to a real live website. It's been a collaborative effort between my power coding setup with Cursor, not that I actually needed it, and Replit. I vibed all of this stuff. I could have done all this on my phone. Look at that. It's ready. Cyberworldbuilders.com. Now we have social link to Facebook. Remove that old donate button. While we're at it, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to ask Cursor. Never mind. I got to move on. I can't. I knew this was going to be irritating. So I imported an existing app into Replit, used the Replit agent to make changes, committed those changes to the Replit branch, opened up a pull request with main to make Vercel run tests, merge and deploy if nothing fails. And we did great, amongst other things. So yeah, this is really powerful and really exciting to be able to collaborate with the Replit agent, just like it was another developer on the team. This is fantastic. This gives me the ability to just make any kind of changes I want, even on my phone, and then also switch over to the IDE if I need to bust out my laptop, do something a little trickier. But it did great with, like, if you look at all the things that we did, it did every single one of them and more, except that one. But yeah, that's fantastic. So yeah, this is really exciting. I can't wait to deal with more complex systems, and I see a lot of potential not only with implementing Replit into more complicated systems, but I think what's gonna end up happening is reverse engineering some of the functionality of the Replit agent. I don't know, but yeah, next up is gonna be transcript processing agent and the article generation agent. And I need to make some changes to how I'm going to turn right around and do this next thing with Replit. I'm going to make changes to how I blog articles. I want to get them out of TypeScript and use a TypeScript template that makes calls to the unique, just straight markdown files. So that's what's coming next.